series that we're going to talk about, the Celtics and the Sixers, and we're going to get what Nick wants because he loves talking about the Steves. I don't know, I got a ugly word for them, but we'll call them the Celtics. The
CLNS History is brought to you by FanDuel, the exclusive wagering partner of the CLNS Media Network.
Boston eliminates Atlanta. This got rid of who was that? Brooklyn.
Fast, yes.
Brooklyn fast, but at the cost of Embiid going down. Did an MRI on his knee. Comes to find out everything is okay.
Philadelphia, whether they're playing well or not, doesn't really matter. It seems like Boston has their number. I'm not kidding. Like, it just seems like I think that the Sixers only won one game against them this past year. And it was weird, Coop, because Boston-Milwaukee was a tough matchup for Boston. Philly-Milwaukee went in Philly's favor. Boston-Philly goes in Boston's favor. So, I just the matchups don't work well for Philadelphia versus Boston.
I don't think Philly is deep enough. I think they count on two or three players. Embiid for sure. Harden is one of the players they count on. You never really know what kind of game he's going to come with. Tobias Harris is a player that's kind of inconsistent, but if he has that big night, he can cause problems for you. The only other player I would think that are playing well for that Tyrese Maxey. That kid is going to be a handful to deal with. I wouldn't be surprised if Boston puts Brown on him because Jaylen Brown's a good defensive player. Not
he is
one of the best, but I think he has length and he has athleticism to stay with him. That kid Maxey is fast, and
athletic.
If they can get into an open court transition game, I think he can cause some problems. But again, Boston's the type of player, which I hate, a type of team, which I hate giving them kudos because, I don't really like Boston.
You do.
And I'm not a big fan of their team. I'm very, 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 very respectful of that organization and that team. But do I like them? Hell the fuck no, I hate them. And if I'm gonna go even worse than Maxwell because he said if he ever saw a Laker on fire and he had a glass of water, he wouldn't even spit on us to put us out. So you know what? Fuck you, Max. That's how I feel about that.
Gasoline you're putting on it, Coop.
But I got to go with my basketball knowledge, the Silver Fox. I don't get this gray hair for nothing. I got knowledge behind this. So I'm going to go with a championship team, a championship organization. And I think that organization, the championship atmosphere filters through those kids, and I think they understand what's going on. And I do think that they beat the Sixers. I think the X factors were going to be Boston's chemistry. Home court advantage with Milwaukee being knocked out. Boston has home court advantage throughout everything. Those first two games will always be played in Boston, and I think their defense is really ramping up. They played, Atlanta with Trae Young. Young, a good player. I thought they corralled him. He had a hard time in the second half, but again, throughout that series, they did a good defensive job on that team. So look for. Especially this team here is a little bit more half-court setish. They try to go inside, not as great as three-point shooting team. I see Boston kind of like dominating that. And you got
how many games?
Sixers have a lot of confusion over there, and I think that you can't have that kind of confusion, especially when you get deep into a second round into the playoffs. It's going to hurt you. I see Boston winning that, and I'm going to give them a little bit more credit than I want to give them. I see Boston winning that 4-2.
Yeah, that's where I am. 4-2.
Okay.
I think that's. I think they win in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Game 6. Yeah.
I was going to say 4-1, but I think Philadelphia is tough enough to get one. They'll get one for the Gipper, which is Dr. J. They'll get one.
There you go. Yeah. Hey, but again, I go back to the coaching matchup. Doc definitely outcoaches Missoula.
I don't think so. I think that young kid Missoula is good, man. I've been watching him, and it looks like he's learning every game.
He is learning
every series. I like him. What is he? 24, 25?
34. 34.
34. Okay.
Don't make him that young.
Younger. Uh, uh, but I like him. You can see him thinking about the game, and although he's never played at this level, sometimes watching basketball can put you in the best seat in the house as opposed to
Hmm.
playing it because you're outside looking in as opposed to inside trying to figure it on the outside. And he has a good feel of the game. I really like him. I don't think he's gonna get out coached that much. I think when it comes down to some technical things, maybe a timeout or a challenge or something like that, Doc may win that. But look for that young man. He made some great decisions and he's a motivator. You can see those guys want to play for him.
That's great to hear because you're right. When you're in it, it's like a tornado. So like we as Celtics fans look at Missoula's every move and criticize a lot. But hearing that from a legend and an LA guy coming from the outside in, that's reassuring. Celtics Nation will love that. I know you love to make them feel more comfortable and cushy.
Yeah, so if they happen to get to LA for a championship, then it'll be a whole nother story. But that's another show that we'll wait for and a half. Okay.
I can't
All right,
wait.
switching.
Sign up at FanDuel.com/Boston and get in on the action with $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet.